Uh, Today it's time to show your presentation about your video for individual assignment. Okay, today I'm Zidan Musyafadil Hambuta as the moderator. Oh, okay, Miss. And before the presentation, please open your camera. We will not open the presentation if not all person turning on the camera. Okay, I think we can start now. The persons who have to show the presentation is the first is Septiani Dwi Astuti, the second is Muhammad Irsyad Saputra, next Denisa Tauhida, next Hasya Adelia Rizky, next Anissa Fitri Ramadhani, Devina Aisyah Giana Fani, Andi Amelia Tenriwaru, and the last is Triani Aprilia Rizky Putri for this meeting. The first is Septiani Dwi Astuti. Septiani, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Zidan. And now I will be presenting my video. Have you guys seen the share screen?
Yes, Septi.
Okay, thank you, Zidan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ma'am, and good morning, everyone. My name is Septiani Dwi Astuti, and here I want to be presented, and I will show you my video. And please watching this video, and if you have comments or questions, just raise your hand. Thank you.
Hi class, how are you today? I hope you all is fine and healthy. Now let me introduce myself. My name is Septiani Dwi Astuti and you can call me Septi. Now I will teach you in mathematics class with the topic is linear inequalities in one variable. But before we start our lesson, let's pray together. Pray begin. Amen. How many students present today? Good, all students are present. Before I start the lesson, please prepare your notebooks and writing tools. And I hope you listen me when I explain the materials. And after that, you can ask me when you have the question. Are you understand? Good. First, what is inequality? In mathematics, inequality represents the mathematical expression in which both sides are not equal. If the relationship makes the non-equal comparison between two expressions or two numbers, then it is known as inequality in maths. In this case, the equal sign is replaced by any symbols of the inequality, such as less than, greater than, less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. And linear inequalities are the expression where any two values are compared by the inequality symbols. For example, 5 greater than 7 and minus 2 less than 8. It's example for numerical inequalities. And x less than or equal to is for algebraic inequalities. Next is solving a linear inequality in one variable. So let's begin with our first example. The inequality is x plus 3 greater than 5. To solve an inequality is the same as solving our equation. We can treat the greatest signs as equal sign. Only difference is when we have the solution, we should plot in on a number line. So let's subtracting the both sides by 3. The left side, it's become x greater than 2. After we find the solution, we have to do graph in inequality with number line. Graphing in inequality on a number line is very similar to graphing a number. For instance, look at the top number line is x greater than 2. We just put a circle in the top of 2, right? Yes, but here we have a little different and you guys must know and remember. Just remember, if the symbol is less than or equal to and greater than or equal to, we have to fill the circle. But if the symbol is only less than or greater than, we don't fill the circle. Now, the solution is x greater than 2. Because it's greater than but not equal, we're gonna have an open circle and we have to see towards the right. And the solution is 2 to positive infinity. So, have you guys any question? Okay, if nobody have no question, I will give you exercise and please do it yourself. And I give you 10 minutes to do the exercise. Okay class, I think it's enough for today and I hope you understand with the materials. And if you have the question, you can ask me or chatting me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, there is my video presentation. Have you guys have question or comments to me?
Okay. If you have question or opinion, please raise hand to person.
Okay, Zidan.
Okay. Please show your video parts when you explain about numerical or algebraic inequality.
5 greater than 7
Okay.
minus 2 less than.
Okay. I think this is numerical inequalities is an equality with only number, but about algebraic inequality that is have variable. Nah, this concept is same with open and closing sentence. What what is the difference concept between two both pair, apa ya bahasanya, bedanya keduanya gitu. and how to what do you think the apa ya, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia tuh bagaimana meng- sebaiknya mengajarkan konsep ini kepada siswa, terutama uh, what is this material for?
Eighth grade.
Eighth grade. Oh, oke. Bagaimana mengajarkannya untuk siswa SMP lebih baik yang mana? What do you think? Okay, that is my question. And any other question or opinion? One person again. Okay, I think Septiani can answer my question.
Okay, thank you, Zidan. Uh, First is thank you. You remind me about open sentence and close sentence, and thank you for your question. And I want to answer your question. In this video, I just explain the example of numerical and algebraic inequalities. Why I just explain this, because I think open sentence and close sentence is explained by in another topics. In the first topic before inequalities is equation. So I think because I just only explain this topic, so I only explain this difference what a numerical inequalities and algebraic inequalities. But if you ask the difference, is the open sentence, uh, it's same with algebraic. Open sentence is use variables to write, but in the open sentence, we not know the sentence is true or false. But in algebraic inequalities, uh, we we not uh, kita nggak menentukan benar atau salah, but we have to find the solution. Is x less than or equal to 3? Gitu, tidak.
Please wait. Tadi bilangnya bahwa kalau ini apa tadi yang X, oh kita diminta untuk mencari nilainya, nilai yang memenuhi. I think kalau dari konsep ya, untuk open sentence itu kan kalimat terbuka di mana nilainya tidak diketahui benar atau salah. Kita tidak diminta mencari itu. Sebenarnya konsepnya mirip. Jadi eh, X itu kan kita nggak tahu nilainya. Artinya X ini bisa disubstitusi berapa aja. Yang memang untuk open sentence ini apa ya, konteks, kalau I think open sentence itu kan konsepnya lebih umum, jadi tidak hanya terbatas di matematika saja. eh jadi X kurang dari sama dengan 3 itu eh, kita bisa mencari, kita diminta untuk mencari nilainya. Tapi untuk open sentence itu nggak semua harus dicari nilainya. I think like that. eh oh, may I have a list of two students who will give question to the presenter? Okay. Uh, I think that's my opinion. Mungkin mau memberikan pendapat lagi? Okay.
It's enough for me. Thank you, Zidan, for your question and opinion.
Okay, thank you, Septi. Okay, one again to give question. One person again.
Zidan, I want to comment.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Tiani.
I don't want to give your question, Septiani, but this video the volume tuh soalnya kecil banget jadi nggak bisa kedengeran suaranya jadi nggak jelas tadi.
Too low.
Ya, terima kasih.
Okay, thank you, Leah. Thank you for your commenter. I just want to give the arguments, and my video is not too low, the video, but I don't know in others the volume is so low. But thank you. It's uh, advice to me, and next I will give more volume in my video. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Septiani, for your presentation. About the name list of two students, I will give uh, to in WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Septi. You can stop share screen. And now, wait for Miss Pipit. Any opinion or question from you to Septiani? Okay. Let's we continue to the second presenter. The second presenter is Muhammad Isyad Saputra. What is the material, Isyad?
Circle.
Circle. Okay, Isyad, you can show your presentation. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Zidane. Hello, everyone. My name is Irsyad, and now I will to show my presentation, video presentation, uh, and I will to share screen. Okay. Play it. Hello, everyone. How are you all? I hope you're fine. Let me introduce myself. My name is Irsyad. Today we will study mathematics about circle. Do any of you remember the material of about circle?
Wait, please pause.
Together.
Videonya nggak gerak. Videonya nggak
Okay,
gerak.
wait.
Okay. Baik.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you're fine. Let me introduce myself. My name is Irshad. Today we will study mathematics about circles. Do any of you remember the material of about circles? Let's discuss it together. The circle has several parts. Number one, there is center point. It's the point in the middle of the circle. Next, the radius is the line that goes from the center point to the side of the circle. Next, the diameter is the center line that runs from one side of the circles to opposite of the circle. Next, the circular arc is a curved line bounded by 2 points on the circle. The way to find the arc of the circle is the central angle divided by 360 degrees multiplied by the circumference of the circle. Next, a circle chord is a line segment that connects the one point to another point in a circle. A curve is a shape bounded by two radius and an arc. The way to find the area of the circle is the center angle divided by 360 degrees multiplied by the area of the circle. A central angle is an angle with vertex in the middle as the center of the circle, and the leg of the angle is the radius. The circumferential angle is the angle formed by the intersection of two chords at a point on the circumference of the circle. The central angle and the circumferential angle have a relationship. That is, the circumferential angle equals a half of central angle. Next, a section is a building or space bounded by bowstrings and arcs. The way to find the area of a segment is to substitute the area of the segment from the area of the triangle. And last, a bottom is a line from the center of a circle perpendicular to point on the chord. Alright, let's review the elements of the circle. What is it? That's correct. It's the central point of the circle. And this? That's right. 2 is the radius of the circle. What about this one? Yes, it's the diameter of the circle. What is? That's a circular arc. How about this? That's a chord of a circle. What is one? That's right, it's the sector. And this? That's the central angle of the circle. What is one? That's correct. The angle around the circle. What is? That's circular section. Lastly, what is it? That's a bottom of circle. We're done discussing the elements of the circle for now. Remember to practice your question about them. See you at our next meeting. Goodbye. Okay, thank you. This is my video presentation. Anyone have a question or comments for my presentation?
Okay, one person again. Okay, the first is Abdullah. Abdullah, please go ahead.
Ya, saya cuma mau kasih beberapa komentar. Yang pertama, di video tadi ada beberapa unsur lingkaran yang penyebutannya itu salah. Nah, seharusnya disebutnya segmen, tapi malah disebut section sama icat. Terus yang kedua, eh, untuk videonya lebih bagus lagi kalau ada contoh soal dan pembahasannya, biar murid-murid itu lebih ngerti gitu. Itu aja sih dari saya.
Oke, dari Isyad, apakah mau sekalian sama Wulan atau jawab Abdullah dulu?
Sekarang aja Mbak Wan.
Oke, sekalian. Oke, Wulan, please go ahead.
Oke, thank you for apa ya kesempatannya. Oke, jadi kalau dari aku, from me, in the explanation of apothema, maybe you can add the explanation how to find the size of apothema. Jadi cari apa kasih tahu cara nyari si apotemanya itu. Terus in the last game, there are mispronunciation itu mirip sama kayak Abdullah tadi. It should be segment, but you say it's section. And then I think the background music is too loud ya. Jadi apa ya suaranya kayak nabrak gitu. Ini menurut aku aja sih. That's from me. Correct me if I'm wrong ya, Cak. Thank you.
Oke,
Ya, thank you, Wan. Mau menanggapi aja dari pernyataan-pernyataan Abdullah sama Ulan. Mungkin untuk video itu sebenarnya udah dicoba buat lowin banget, kisaran di 15% dari 100%. Tapi ya nggak tahu, mungkin emang masih terlalu kencang apa gimana, nggak tahu juga sih itu juga. Paling itu aja sih tanggapan dari saya. Dan kalau eh, untuk yang kesalahan penyebutan mungkin terlalu buru-buru mungkin. Ini itu aja tanggapan. Oke, thanks for everyone, for Wulan and Abdullah, to give me opinion or comment about my presentation. And thanks guys. Mungkin ke Jidan.
oke, the first, okay, thank you, Isyad, for your presentation. Sebelumnya, mohon maaf, Bu Pipit, apakah Ibu mau menanggapi satu-satu atau mungkin diselesaikan dulu semuanya? Oh, okay. Okay, Miss. Okay, the next presentation is... Oh, okay, Miss. Okay, the third presentation is from Denisa Tauhida. What is the material, Denisa?
Congruence and similarity.
Okay, you can show your presentation now. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. How are you today? Oh great, Alhamdulillah I'm in good condition too. So today we want to learn about new materials. But before that, I want to check whether there are any students absent today. Is anyone absent? No? Okay, thank you. So now please open your notebook because we will start the learning. So our topic today are congruence and similarity. Have you ever heard about these two concepts before? Or maybe you have heard about this but you don't really understand what does it mean. But it's okay because today we will learn about this and we want to know the difference between them and how to find the missing link using congruence and similarity. So congruence and similarity are
mathematical terms used to describe how two or more shapes related to each other. Okay, now let's move to the first concept, congruent shapes. Okay, next, let's move on to the first concept, congruent shapes. Two shapes are said to be congruent if they meet the following conditions. First, corresponding sides are equal, and second, corresponding angles are equal. If two shapes are congruent, they will fit exactly on top one another with no overlaps. So now let's look at the example below. There are two congruent right-angled trapezoids. How do we know that these two shapes are congruent? So now let's see the corresponding sides. Two shapes are said to be congruent if they have the same corresponding sides. Do both the shapes have it? Yes, they have it. And two shapes are said to be congruent if they have the same corresponding angles. Do both the shapes have it? Yes, they do too. So that means these two shapes are congruent. And if we place one shape to another, they will fit exactly with no overlaps. So before we move on to the next concept, is there any question or anyone to want to ask? No? So let's move to the next concept. Okay, now let's move on to the next concept, similar shapes. Two shapes are described as similar if one is an enlargement of the other using a scale factor. Two shapes are said to be similar if they have the following conditions. First, all the corresponding angles in the similar shapes are equal, and the second one, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. It is possible to calculate missing length on similar shapes sufficiently when given either the scale factor or information to calculate it. Okay, let's move on to the example. Okay, now let's look at the example. Here are two similar rectangles, A, B, C, D with P, Q, R, S. The corresponding sides AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to QR. So find the value of X. So the first step, find the ratio of sides. The ratio of sides we can see from the corresponding sides. So 4 over 12 is equal to 1 over 3. That means we can now find the scale factors. The scale factors is 12 over 4 is equal to 3. We can use either this to work out the size of the required length. Therefore, x is equal to 3 multiplied by 7, and we got the value of x is 21. So that's our topic today. Is there any question? If anyone still confused between the difference between congruent and similar shapes, please raise your hand. Oh, more? Go ahead. Oh, everyone, please pay attention to your friends.
Thank you, Miss. I just want to make sure that the difference between congruent shapes and similar shapes is in the terms of corresponding sides, right? That's it. Thank you.
Okay, Mawar, thank you for your question. So, Mawar asked if the difference between congruent and similar shapes is in the terms of the corresponding sides. The answer is yes, that's correct. The main difference between congruent and similar shapes lies in the nature of the corresponding sides. For the congruent shapes, the corresponding sides are not only equal, but also identical. On the other hand, for similar shapes, the corresponding sides are proportional but not necessarily identical. Is that enough more? You're welcome. Okay, that's enough for today. I hope what we have learned is well understood. Don't forget to practice and do your homework. See you in the next class. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Denisa. Anyone who want to give a question or give opinion? Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oke. Untuk Denisa, apakah mau satu persatu atau langsung sekalian?
Satu-satu aja.
Satu-satu. Oke, Denisa bisa memilih siapa dulu?
Falihah dulu aja.
Oke, Fariha, go ahead.
Oke, thank you. Saya ingin nanya untuk sebagai apa ya, pertanyaan untuk Anda sebagai guru nantinya. How did you address common misconception related to congruent and similarity during the lesson? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, Falihah. Addressing common misconception is a core aspect of effective teaching, especially in a topic like congruence and similarity, where students may develop misconception due to the abstract nature of the concepts. So the strategy that the teacher or I might have used is the first one, anticipation the misconceptions. The second one, clarifications through the examples. And the third one may be interactive discussion, or maybe using visual representations and repetition and reinforcement. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Denisa.
You're welcome.
Okay, next, Aska, please go ahead.
I want to ask, how can teachers encourage their students to actually apply the concept of congruent and symmetry in real-world situation? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, Aska. So, can assign project tasks where students are required to apply the concepts of congruence and similarity in real world context. For example, students may be asked to design the layout or floor plan of a room or city while considering the principles of congruence. That's it about it.
Yes. Udah, thank you, Denisa.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Denisa, for your presentation. The next is Hasya Adelia Rizky. Oke, apakah Hasya sudah ada? Sudah hadir?
Okay, thank you, Dane.
Okay, please go ahead. Wait, what is your material?
Coordinate plane.
Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. Morning. From now, I will show you my video presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Before we study, let's pray together. Pray begin. So, how are you today, class? It's me again, Miss Hasya. And for today, there's anyone in this class who is absent? No? Okay. So, today lesson is a coordinate plane. Are you guys ready to start today lesson? So, in this material, you expect you can identify the coordinate of each point in coordinate plane and can use Cartesian coordinates to determine the position of points about the x-axis and y-axis. Well, first start by looking at a number line. This is the same type of number line that we learned when we were talking about positive and negative values. This is actually called a horizontal number line. Our next type of number line we are going to talk about is vertical number line. But what happens if we were to combine our number lines? This is actually something completely different, and it's called the coordinate plane. On our coordinate plane, we no longer call this a horizontal number line. Instead, we refer to it as the x-axis, and this number line is no longer just a vertical number line. It is the y-axis. There is a point where both the x-axis and the y-axis meet in the center, and this is going to be called origin. This origin is also known by the coordinates 0, 0. So we're going to be starting everything from our origin. Right here, we have an example of something called an ordered pair. In ordered pair, the first number is talking about where you are at on the x-axis or our x coordinate. And second number is talking about where you are on your y-axis or your y coordinate. So, because at the origin, I'm at 0 for my x-axis and 0 for my y-axis, then I'm located at the origin 0, 0. Next thing that we should notice about coordinate plane is that when intersect these two number lines, it looks like to create four separate sections. These are known as quadrants. And we are going to number our quadrants using Roman numerals. So the way we'll label our coordinate plane is we're going to always to start in our positive quadrants. So we are notice going across the x-axis and the y-axis theirs are about going to be positive. So this is quadrant 1. And when you see this big arc C from coordinate plane, so if we can think, every time we are labeling our quadrants, that we're going to start where it's positive, positive. And then just go around in the letter C, we'll always get this correct. So because I start here, my next one should be the quadrant C and quadrant 4. And because I said this quadrant was positive, that means I have positive x value or x coordinate and a positive y value or y coordinate. In quadrant 2, the x values are negative, but my y values are positive. In quadrant 3, both of them are negative. And in quadrant 4, my x values are positive, but my y values are negative. For now, let's focus on how to identify where they are on the graph. So here, I have a set of different points located on my map. And I want to know where each point is located, not the point, but just where it's at what quadrant. So, I start with point A. We can see that A is in the center here of my blue vertical number line, which is called y-axis. Next is point B. Is located down here where everything is negative. So point B is in quadrant 3. Next is point C. Is located right here in the center of coordinate plane, and we can call the origin. So that's all the material that we learned for today. Any question about our material today? No? Okay, thank you for listening carefully. You guys have done well today. And I have a homework for you. The deadline is next week. So, see you next week. Wassalamualaikum.
Okay, that's my presentation. Do you guys any question or comments? Maybe Wulan.
Okay, thank you, Asya, for your presentation and your opportunity. But I just have a question. In your material, you show us there are the ordered pairs and quadrants, but why In the example, you just show us the quadrants type. Thank you. Just
Okay, thank you for your question. The ordered pair is included for the homework. This in number 5.
Okay, thank you, Asha. But I have a suggestion. If you want to give that for assignment, I think you be better to put that in the example too. That's it. Thank you, Asha.
Okay, thank you, Lan, for your suggestion. I will fix it next. Thank you. Melly?
Okay. During the video, there is no pointer. So, student may be confused about which one is being discussed. Maybe next time it can be a date. Mungkin lain kali bisa ditambahkan. That's all my comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Melly, for your comments and suggestion. Maybe I will fix it if any video presentation. So that's all my video presentation. Thank you for Ulan and Melly for your question. Dikembalikan ke moderator.
Okay, thank you Harsha for your presentation. Next is Anissa Fitri Ramadhani. What is your material, Anissa?
Himpunan. So,
Oh, set theory.
okay. Thank you moderator. Aku izin share screen. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Anissa Fitri and and here I will show my video. So enjoy for watching. Sebentar.
Hi class, how are you today? It's so hot today. Make sure to drink a lot of water. Okay everyone, take a seat. We are going to start the class. Hi, my name is Anissa. I will be your teacher this year. Okay, let's see who is here today. Oh, okay, thank you. Now open your books and turn page 250. Now we will learn about introduction to the set. So what the meaning of the set? A set is a collection of things or objects that are clearly defined. For example, number 1, a set of whole numbers less than 5. So this sentence is a set because its member can be mentioned, namely 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, example number 2, a collection of delicious food. So this sentence is not a set because one person's delicious food may not be delicious according to other people. In other words, this object in the sentence is not real. So is not a set. Okay, does everyone understand? If you don't understand, please raise your hand. Okay, next we will discuss about symbol of the set. A set usually named with capital letters such as A, B, X, Z, and so on. Set members are written between curly brackets, and each member is separated by a comma. For example, A is the set of natural numbers less than 6. We can write this A. Okay, we can write this sentence about A equals curly brackets 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next, last, we will discuss about member of the set. Each thing's object include in a set, element of the set. To state that an object is a member of a set, it is written with this symbol. Okay. Well, to state an object is not a member of the set is written with this symbol. Okay, let's use the previous example. We can write three. Okay, we can read three. Three is set. Three is member of the set A, and 6 is not members of the A. Okay. Enough for today material. I will give you 3 questions as your homework. Okay, that's all for today. Remember your homework and complete the worksheet for tomorrow. Put your book down and clean your desk. And please exit the room is an organizer manner. And goodbye everyone. See you next week.
Okay, that's my video. Does anyone want to comment and ask question for my video? Please raise your hand. Oke, Tahni boleh.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Nisa. My question is the material you explained earlier was about sets, and I want to ask what are the different types of sets, and then why isn't it explained in the video? Thank you.
Oke, thank you Tahni. Mungkin aku jawab pertanyaan Tahni dulu. Jadi, as far as I know, there are 3 types of the set. Yang pertama itu ada empty set atau himpunan kosong. The second is set of universe atau himpunan semesta. And the last is subset atau himpunan kosong. And so the reason I didn't show it in my video was because after I tried to explain the parts of a set, the time exceeded 5 minutes. So I only explain the introduction to the set.
Thank you, Nisa.
Oke, mungkin boleh ke Meita.
Okay, I wanna comment to this video. I see from video you are good, but when you read the meaning, you don't really pay attention to punctuation.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Meita, for your comment. Actually, I realized the mistakes. Jadi aku emang nyadar banget kalau misalnya pas baca definisi aku terlalu terpaku banget sama definisi yang ada di papan tulis. Jadi mungkin depannya aku bakal lebih hafalin lagi untuk definisi. Jadi makasih, Meita. Mungkin dari aku kembalikan ke Mbak. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you for Anissa. Wait. Next is Devina Aisyah Giana Ani. What is your material?
Derivative of algebra.
Okay, please go ahead, Devina.
Okay, thank you, Zidan. Hello, everyone. Today I will present a video that I have created about derivative of algebra.
Hi class, how are you today? I'm also good, thank you. Before start the class, let me introduce myself because today is our first meet, right? My name is Devina and you can call me Miss Devin. Today we are gonna learn about derivative of algebra. Before this lesson, the material is the limit. Do you still remember that lesson? Okay, very good. Because the limit material is related to today's lesson. Why? Because we find the derivative as a function created from f by looking at the limit at every point in f prime's domain. Derivative can be used to estimate function, to create infinite series. They can be used to describe how much a function is changing, if a function is increasing or decreasing, and by how much. The derivative of a function f of x is called f prime of x. The value of f prime of x is equal to the limit h approaches 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. This is the definition of derivative. We can find the derivative using this. For example, find the derivative of f of x is equal to 5x minus 4. First, we find the f of x plus h. F of x plus h is equal to 5 of x plus h minus 4. By change the x to x plus h. Next step is substitute this to the formula. The limit h approaches 0, f of x plus h is 5 of x plus h minus 4. And then minus f of x. F of x is equal to 5x minus 4. Divided by h. Distribute 5 to x plus h and negative sign to 5x minus 4. Five x plus 5h minus 4 minus 5x minus 4. Plus 4 divided by h. 5x minus 5x is equal to 0. Minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. So the limit h approaches 0, 5h divided by h. H divided by h is 1. So the limit for the constant like 5 is equal to 5 because there is no h in the constant. We get the result is 5. So the derivative of f of x is equals to 5x minus 4 is 5. Prime of x is equal to 5. And yeah, we get the derivative. Do you get it, class? Okay, very good. That's all for today. It's okay to be wrong for finding the result. We are learning together, right? I hope you are practice more and more to get better understanding in derivative materials. Thank you all. See you on the next class.
Okay, that's it for the video. There are any questions or comments? Feel free to share them. Okay, Adita, can you go ahead?
Okay, thank you, Devina. First, I want to comment your video. Your video is good, but for the material, finding derivative with limit is the definition of derivative, right?
Yes.
Maybe you should tell first that you explain the definition of derivative, and after that, you explain the formula. So tadi kalau dilihat langsung tulis formulanya gitu. Jadi maybe you should tell first gitu. Jadi itu adalah definisi dari derivatif pakai limit. Mungkin itu aja dari aku. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aita. Okay, first, I would like to continue the material until derivative common rules. But due to the duration, so I just explain about definition of derivative, and I didn't tell at the beginning what I use to find the derivative. Okay, for Anita, can you?
Okay. First of all, I want to appreciate that Devina is quite good at conveying derivative material. You convey step by step how to find derivative, but when following the material, I think you are to focus on the whiteboard, so you don't interact with the students enough. Maybe you could invite the students to interact while counting. That's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anita. I'm also agree with you. And for the comments, I will take as a learning opportunity for the future. Okay, Zidan, can you next?
Okay, thank you for Devina. And next, wait, Andi Amelia, if you ready, what is your material?
Laws of exponents.
Oh, okay, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anjarnet Liwaru, and now I want to present my teaching practice video. And if you have comments or questions, you can raise your hand after this video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you are staying healthy and have a wonderful day. I am Miss Andi, and today class we are gonna learn about laws of exponents. And before we start the class, make sure you have prepared stationery and notebooks so we can focus on class. As you can see, we have 8 laws of exponents, and the first and second laws is x to the power of 1 equals x and x to the power of 0 equals 1. From these laws, that anything raised to the first power is itself, and anything raised to the 0 power is just 1. Note that 0 to the power of 0 is not defined. Okay, the next laws, we know that exponents are a way of doing repeated multiplication, and the exponent can also be negative too. For example, x to the power of minus 1 equals 1 divided by x, and x to the power of minus 2 equals 1 divided by x to the power of 2. Alright, the next law tells us how we can take a number raised to a power and then raise that to a power. As you can see, it shows an expression x to the power of m grouped inside parentheses, and then that whole group is being raised to the n power. Well, our law tells us we can simplify that by multiplying the exponents together. See how it equals x to the power of mn. For example, x to the power of 2 is raised to the third power, equals x to the power of 2 times x to the power of 2 times x to the power of 2, equals x times x times x times x times x times x, which means x to the power of 6. The next law says that if we have the base x with exponent m being multiplied by the same base x with exponent n,
we can combine them simply by adding the exponent together. And if we have the base x with exponent m being divided by the same base x with exponent n, we can combine them simply by separating the exponents. The next law, x times y that being raised to the power of m, and it says that you can rewrite it as x to the power of m times y to the power of m. In other words, you can distribute the exponents to each factor in the group. The last law, show the group x divided by y that being raised to the power of n, and it says that you can rewrite it as x to the power of n divided by y to the power of n. In other words, you can distribute the exponents to each part of the fraction. For more understanding, we can see in these examples. Number 1, x to the power of 7 is multiplied by y to the power of 3, and the product is divided by x to the power of 3 is multiplied by y, and the quotient is raised to the power of 3. So we can use the laws of exponents to solve this problem. So x to the power of 7 minus 2 is multiplied by y to the power of 3 minus 1, and the product is raised to the power of 3 equals x to the power of 5 is multiplied by y to the power of 2, and the product is raised to the power of 3 equals x to the power of 5 times 3 is multiplied by y to the power of 2 times 3 equals x to the power of 15 is multiplied by y to the power of 6. Number 2, x to the power of 6 is multiplied by y to the power of minus 1, and the product is divided by x to the power of 6 equals x to the power of 6 minus 6 is multiplied by y to the power of minus 1 equals x to the power of 0 is multiplied by y to the power of minus 1 equals 1 divided by y. After you see the examples, is there any question or makes you not understanding? If not, I have exercise for you. This will be your exercise. I will give you 20 minutes to do it, and after that we will discuss the answers. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. We hope that this class can give us a better understanding of the laws of exponents. Goodbye everyone. See you in the next class. Have a wonderful day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's all my video. If you have comments or question, you can raise your hand. Okay, Aska.
Okay. Thank you for your presentation, Andi. I don't have question, but I have komentar. I think I noticed that sometimes you use raise to the third and raise to the power of 3, like penyebutan pangkatnya tuh beda gitu. I think you should consistent because there could be students who are confused when explaining the material using two different terms. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aska, for your comments. Okay, Siti Nuraisa.
Oke, makasih Andi. I would like to suggest that maybe for the video, you can remove the background or wear clothes that are not dark, because the color seem to blend together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I for your comments.
Okay, Andy, thank you for your presentation. Next, the last is Tiani Aprilia Distributi. What is your material?
My material is about transformation geometry.
Oh, transformational geometry. Okay, have you ready?
Yes.
Okay, just go ahead.
Oke. Izin share screen ya.
Okay.
Wait a minute ya, Zidan.
Okay.
Have you seen my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I will play it.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning, class. So today, before we start our lesson, we have to pray together. And Clara, please lead the prayer. Okay, thank you, Clara. So last week we have studied about two types of transformation geometry, which is translation and reflection. As we know, transformation geometry has four types. So today we will going to study about two more types of transformation, which is, yes, rotation and dilation. As you know, the purpose in transformation geometry is about to find new point, line, or shape, and it's called an image. So first one is rotation. Rotation is about to rotate something, either point, line, or shape, into the new image. So before we rotate something, we have to know the direction, the degree, or the center point. So first one is direction. The direction have two ways, that is clockwise and counterclockwise. Clockwise is move, just clock does. But in coordinate plane, it's a negative ways because the clockwise move like this, and this is the negative ways. But in counterclockwise, move like this. In coordinate plane, it's just positive ways. So next is degree. In rotation, we study about 4 degree, which is 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, and 360 degree. So the last one is center point. Center point have two parts. First one is new point. Second one is the origin point, which is 0, 0. So you guys already know, before we rotate something or before we find the image of the rotation, we have to know the direction, how many degree, and where is the center point. Next, we have rotation rule. Rotation rule is about to find the image of any point, any line, or any shape to the rotation. Before we use the rotation rule, we have to know where the center point is. Is it the origin point or is it in AB point? So this is two table. If any point P with coordinate x, y is rotated in the origin point after counterclockwise. First one counterclockwise. So the sign is positive of 90 degree. It becomes positive 90 degree. So the P prime is minus y x. Minus y, it becomes mu x. And x, it becomes mu y. And it's same for the other formula. And we have to know how many the degree and where is the direction. Is it clockwise or counterclockwise? So the second table, if the center point is AB point. If any point P with coordinate x, y, rotate by the AB point after clockwise. After clockwise, it becomes negative sign for 270 degrees. So we have this. The B prime, it becomes A plus B minus Y with new x, and minus A plus B plus x, it becomes the new Y. So this is the formula to find the P prime about the after clockwise 270 degree in the center point AB. And this is the example for the rotation rule. If we have to find the image of the point E minus 9 minus 8 after clockwise rotation of 90 degree, about the origin. So in the question, we have to know there is a keyword that is after clockwise, 90 degree and the origin. So we know that the origin we use first level. So point E minus 9 minus 8 rotate by the origin after clockwise. Clockwise it becomes negative 90 degree. So the E prime we use this minus 90 degree. P prime it becomes y minus x. So it becomes y minus x. So E prime, this is the x point and this is y point. So y we put it first. So minus 8 minus minus it becomes plus. So minus 8 9. So we find the image of E point. So the next one is dilation. Dilation is about to change size of the object, either enlargement or shrinking by a factor. Enlargement is the factor is a whole number and shrinking the factor is a decimal number. So in order to do the dilation, we have to know two things that we will need. First one is the scale factor. Scale factor is how many times bigger or smaller the size of the new shape. And the second one is the center point. Same as rotation. In dilation, we have to know where the center point is. So the center point is it the origin point or the AB point. So in the origin point, the transformation rule, it becomes if any point with coordinate x, y, it becomes the scale factor multiplied by x, scale factor multiplied by y. And the AB point, the transformation rule becomes if any point with coordinate x, y, so the image will be scale factor multiplied by x minus a plus a. It becomes the new x. And the new y, the scale factor multiplied by y minus b plus b. There is the formula for the origin point and AB point with k is the scale factor. For example, we have to find the image of point P minus 3, 4 under an enlargement with center C, 2, 2, and scale factor is 3. So we have to find the keyword, which is the point P under an enlargement with center C, and the scale factor is 3. So we use the formula with the AB point. So we know the K is 3, and the AB point is A and B. So the point P is minus 3, 4. There is an xy point enlargement by the scale factor 3. So the scale factor is 3 multiplied by x minus a, x minus 3 minus a, plus a is 2. And 1 is scale factor 3 multiplied by y minus b is 4 minus 2 plus b is 2. So the b prime is minus 13 and 8. Do you have any question, class? If you guys already understand, I have some exercise for you. So Juna, please take the worksheets to share with your friends. Okay class, time's up and thanks for today and see you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, that is my video presentation. Have you guys any comment or question about my presentation? Please raise your hand first. Okay, in my screen, there is Irsyad and Septiani.
May I?
Yeah, Irsyad.
Okay. Thank you, Riani. I would like to provide some feedback on your presentation video. I think the video is too long and at the same time it feels rushed. I've had some parts were cut which result in hurried explanation of the material. Overall, the video is good, the sound quality is great, and the visualization are interesting, and your um, teaching is so good. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, I will answer first. Thank you, Ichad, for your suggestion and your comment. Kalau terkesan terburu-buru karena menyesuaikan waktu durasinya, jadi yang bagian-bagian nggak pentingnya di-cut-cut, jadi terkesan buru-buru, dan itu akan saya perbaiki di video selanjutnya. Terima kasih, Chat.
Yeah.
Next, Septiani.
Okay, thank you, Triani. Actually, my comment is same with the Irshad. In the one of part you explain the example, you too fast to explain, but and when you write in the whiteboard, you always kayak pembelakangi peserta apa siswanya gitu. But the video is good, and maybe I suggest you have to grab in the whiteboard for one example. Kan Triani itu kasih video di bawah gitu ya. Ya, mungkin bisa dicontohin dulu di satu gambar di papan tulis. Misalkan move rotation itu 90 degrees itu jadinya seperti apa itu digambar. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Septiani for your suggestion and your comment. Itu tadi kecepatan juga karena tadi seperti di chat jawabannya. Terus kalau misalnya tadi yang ada gambar di bawahnya, itu juga ngejar waktu karena kalau dipisahin pakai part satu lagi dicontohin rotation atau dilationnya itu bakal makan waktu lagi. Terima kasih Septiani. Oke, saya kembalikan ke moderator yaitu Zidan.
Okay, thank you, Tiani, for your presentation. Next, maybe saya menyerahkan kepada Bu Pipit. Apakah Bu Pipit ingin menanggapi? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for untuk hari ini yang masuk ada sekitar 30 di Zoom ada 39. Oh, tadi sudah ada beberapa yang izin karena keluar masuk ya jaringan. Oke, kita akan lanjutkan. We will continue this presentation on next week or next meeting. Thank you for your attention and kehadiran ya. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.